White Trash Hero, Flip Gordon here. Now, before I do this little intro, I just wanted to say I wish you nothing but the best of luck with your new podcast. All right. Now, be kind, be courteous, because I'm not the best at this, but I'm going to try my best. Hey guys, please share and subscribe to Talkin' Trash Radio, as well as follow them on their Twitter account at Talk Trash Radio. Hope that works for you, man. Again, wishing you nothing but the best.
Welcome everybody back to Talkin' Trash Radio. It's me, the White Trash Hero. I'm coming at you right now from the new office space. Trying to upgrade a little bit. So anyway, we're here to do some WrestleMania predictions. WrestleMania is going to be a 2-day event. It's going to be Saturday and Sunday this weekend. And everything is still up in the air. With this whole weird virus thing going on. I can't say the word because then YouTube will get mad at me and demonetize me. But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, everything's still up in the air. There was a lot of pre-taped things that happened already. I heard rumor that they might still do some live cut feed into Mania. I don't know. All I know is it's going to be a very weird Mania with no fans and having it being pre-taped. So with that being said, we'll take a look at the card, what we know anyway, and I'll give you my predictions, and you can let me know in the comment section what you think your predictions are. If you agree with me, give me a thumbs up. If you don't agree with me, give me a... Well, don't give me the middle finger. I'm not stone cold, but... let me know what you think in the comment section. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and kick off with the predictions. The first match that I want to talk about is Otis taking on Dolph Ziggler. I don't know why it's a singles match. I know that they're trying to get this storyline over, that Dolph did Otis dirty, stole the girl. Long story short, they could have done it with the tag team match because poor Bobby Roode and Tucker are, probably playing second fiddle during the match or at the wayside. To me, it feels a lot like George the Animal Steel, Elizabeth, and Macho Man. That little angle. Maybe they're tapping into it. I don't know. Do we really care who wins? I want my boy Otis to win, obviously, but they haven't hyped it. They've been doing me vignettes all the way up to it. Vignettes have been great. Otis has been killing it. He has a lot of depth he taps into with his emotions. I don't know. I'm thinking over Dolph. With that being said, I'm going to go with Otis. My boy Otis is going to pull it out. He's going to do it for the big boys, BMA, big man approved. He's going to go ahead and win it, and hopefully him and Mandy will come together and, make beautiful little Otis babies. So, yeah, that's my pick. It's going to be Otis over Dolph. Alright, match number 2. And I don't know where this one came out of. This one came out of probably came out of the necessary need. It's Aleister Black taking on Bobby Lashley. With this whole real world thing going on, this horrible pandemic, probably forced WWE to kind of redo some storylines. So with that being said, I'm just going to cut to the chase. Don't care about the match, just because of the fact that they can throw it in there. But I can't really blame WWE for it. They're working with what they got, and I give them all the credit in the world. I'm going to go with Aleister Black. Main reason is they have been building this guy up as a legitimate badass, wiping everybody out with Black Mass. I don't see how making him take the pinfall in this match is going to continue on that storyline if they are trying to build this guy up. WWE needs to build Stark up. They're doing a good job with Aleister Black. They wised up and got him out of that stupid room. And Bobby Lashley, I'm hoping this time next year with Mania we'll have a more high-profile match. Still would like to see him versus Brock. But for now, you got to work with what you got. I'm going to give it to Aleister Black. So that's my prediction. Alrighty, so the third match that I want to talk about, which I don't even know if it's still going to happen. I heard rumors that Elias is not going to be at Mania. But it's scheduled to be Elias versus King Corbin. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but, you know, with that being said, I think King Corbin will get the win for two reasons. One, it's going to help elevate him up even more, getting a Mania win. And number two, why would you put Elias over? They've been building King Corbin up since he won that tournament. And you need a really good, hot heel to really get over your babyface. And giving Elias the win is not going to be practical, and it's not going to help your long-term booking. So yeah, I'm going to go with King Corbin on this one. It's a smart move, and we'll see what happens if they have a match. If they, do the old card subject to change, because I am recording this before Smackdown, and there's a different matchup. Well, then I'll edit this to reflect that. But for right now, Elias versus Corbin, I'm going to go with King Corbin. Okay, for the Raw Tag Team Championship, we have the Street Profits taking on the team of Angel Garza and Austin Theory. I'm going to start this over. Alright, for the Raw Tag Team Championship, we have the Street Profits taking on Austin Theory and Angel Garza, with Zelina Vega in their corner. With that being said, again, because of the fact that Andrade got hurt with the rib injury, I'm going to probably say that they're not going to give a makeshift tag team a win on the biggest stage of the year. I'm going to say the Street Profits will win. They're going to win in a hard-fought back-and-forth battle. They're going to make both teams look good, because I do think that they want to go ahead and, build this team up of Austin Theory and Angel Garza. It would make sense, because then Vega can have them as their tag team in her stable, and she can have Andrade as the main figurehead of the stable. I like it. So, this little stable that they have going together, I definitely do like it. And but right now, I don't think it's going to be their night. So that's my prediction. Street Profits. They're gonna get the smoke. Okay, coming off the Raw Tag Team Championship, let's talk about the Smackdown Tag Team Championship, where we have a ladder match between the Usos, New Day, and Miz and Morrison. It's going to be definitely a barn burner going back and forth. There's going to be some crazy high spots. I think they have to do it to be able to get the at-home crowd up and running. With that being said, a lot of people are going with New Day, but I think I'm going to go with the Usos. I think that they're going to go ahead and tie the New Day's record. I think they're one behind New Day for Tag Team Championships. They're going to tie New Day's record, and that's going to set up a feud going into the summer for the Tag Team titles between New Day and Usos. A lot of people probably... I like the fact that they're doing this, because they're two tag teams that can carry the weight of the division, and no matter how many times you've seen them wrestle, they always come out with something new, so it's not always the same stale program that they had before. So I'm pumped to see it. Miz and Morrison, I don't know if they're going to be sticking around as a tag team. I think that I would like to see them as a tag team, but with WWE, they may break them up, who knows. Well, that's my prediction. It's going to be Usos. Alright, next up we have the Kabuki Warriors taking on Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. I'm going to go with Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss for two reasons. One, it seems like Kairi Sane is kind of looking to get out of WWE, at least that's the rumors. And with her recently getting married, her husband over in Japan, it would make sense for her to want to be able to move back to Japan, spend time with him, work over there. Her contract is coming to an end. Asuka been being pushed as a mega single heel. So, one or two ways it's going to happen. One, the Kabuki Warriors are going to lose the titles, and Asuka's going to beat the crap out of Kairi and write her off TV. Or two, they're going to lose the titles, and Kairi's going to write out the end of her contract and eventually leave WWE. But my prediction, again, is going to be Bliss and Cross winning the tag team titles for the second time, I believe. So what do you think? Let me know. Next up, we have the Intercontinental Championship between Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan. This is going to be a good match, I really feel. I think it's going to really showcase those two. We know Bryan can go, and we know Sami can go. If they can keep out the outside interference and let these two guys have their showcase, this may be the match of the night. It's going to be back and forth, but I think that with the lack of fans and the amount that they need to really get Mania over, they're going to give it to Bryan. Bryan's going to win the Intercontinental Championship, which means that I think, if it was me booking, Drew Gulak would then attack him and set up a feud between him and Gulak. But that's just me. I mean, I'm not saying that's going to happen. That's how I would do it. I would love to see Gulak versus Bryan for the IC belt on the line. Imagine the possibilities, the different programs they would have. Submissions match, I Quit match, Iron Man match, pinfalls anywhere. The opportunities to have that program are endless. Gulak is a better heel, as long as you keep him a serious heel and get rid of that PowerPoint thing. PowerPoint gimmick was cool, but he needs to step up the game if he's going to be under the big lights in a program for the secondary workhorse title that I like to call it. So yeah, I'm going to go with Bryan. Okay, so we have Kevin Owens taking on Seth Rollins. This is going to be another good match. It's going to go back and forth. I think those two are going to be digging into their bag of tricks and pulling out some old school moves that they haven't used in a while. I know they're very familiar with one another on the indies, Ring of Honor specifically. So they know each other, they know how to work each other. And I think they're going to be looking to have a little bit, they're going to sprinkle a little bit of magic onto their match. I think there's going to be some really cool spots. I think it's going to go back and forth. But at the end, I'm probably going to go with Kevin Owens, mainly because they built up the fact that Kevin Owens did not have his WrestleMania moment. They specifically came out and put a spotlight on it. With that being said, what happens to Kevin Owens if Rollins wins? He has nowhere to go. If Owens wins, that means that they can continue the feud with him and Rollins a little bit down the road, continue it, maybe through SummerSlam. And with AOP being out and Buddy Murphy potentially going to be doing his own thing within the group, I mean, definitely we can see Buddy Murphy going after a secondary title, Rollins finishing up with his feud with Owens, and then that's going to lead them into probably the summer. So, we're going to go with Owens on this one. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. So next up, we have a Fatal 5-Way for the Smackdown Women's title. We have Lacey Evans, we have Naomi, we have Sasha Banks, we have Tamina, and we have champion Bayley. This is going to basically come down to Bayley and Sasha. I think it's going to be a double turn. It's going to be like, to me, I think it might be like Austin versus Brett, where they turn Brett heel and Austin babyface. I definitely feel that they might be turning Bayley back to being a baby and turning Sasha Banks into, a feud with her and Bayley. They make good friends, but they make better enemies. And as long as they don't put Bayley back into being like the goofy hug Bayley buddy, she can still keep her badass edge. She can still keep her, her grit, so to speak. You don't have to go back to being the old Bayley. You can still be a new badass version of a babyface Bayley. Not being like Stone Cold or anything, but more serious, but yet babyface. So I'm going to go with Sasha Banks winning the title at Mania, which will then start the feud between Bayley and Sasha. So yeah, that's my pick. Next up, we have the NXT Women's title match between Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. I'm going to cut to the chase here. I think Charlotte's going to help build Rhea Ripley up. She is going to have a very, very competitive back and forth match. She's going to put Rhea through the ringer. But at the end, Rhea Ripley's going to get the win at Mania for two reasons. One, they're trying to get ratings up for NXT so they can start competing against AEW. So what better way to get ratings up than to have your NXT Women's Champion beat one of the greatest of all time of her generation on the biggest stage of the world right now at WrestleMania. Pre-taped or not pre-taped, fans or no fans, it's still Mania. And number two, I don't see Charlotte Flair going back to NXT full time. So I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley. She's going to win. And but yeah, that's my prediction. Let me know what you think. Alrighty, we have a Raw Women's title match between Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler. I think Becky Lynch is going to take some time off, mainly because she wants to get married. I mean, that was the rumor before this whole thing started with the world. I'm still sticking to the fact that she's taking time off, and I'm still sticking to the fact that Baszler's going to win the title and can run roughshod over Monday Night Raw with the title. With that being said, there is talk of Ronda Rousey coming back. Maybe they might do a little rift between the four horsewomen of the UFC and have Ronda come back, be buddy-buddy with Baszler. Baszler feels like he's being overshadowed, and then boom, take out Ronda. Now you have a feud set up between Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, two badass women, badass versus badass. But my prediction is going to be Shayna Baszler. Alright, so next up we have the Rated R Superstar Edge taking on the Viper Randy Orton. They can become a very personal match. It's going to be a slobber knocker, so to speak. I really think that they're going to really hammer the crap out of one another, obviously, in this type of match. But I'm torn between the, who's going to go over. On one hand, you would think Edge would go over, his big re-debut, his big coming back, his first main one-on-one match, especially considering Orton made it personal. But on the other hand, this is a good opportunity to really make Orton a white, hot heel, like bigger than he's ever been. What better way to get more heel heat than to cheat and go over on Edge? I'm going to go with my heart on this one. I'm going to go with Edge. I like to see the big the big happy ending, so to speak, but I don't think it's going to be the ending. I think it's only the beginning between these two. So I'm going to go with Edge, but I won't be surprised if Orton actually gets the win. So that's my prediction. What do you think? Alright, next up we have John Cena taking on The Fiend. I'm going to have to make this short and sweet. If they don't put The Fiend over to make up for his loss in Saudi Arabia and help him get some heat back for his character, I don't know what they're doing. The Fiend needs to go over. He needs to go over clean. He needs to go over decisively. This could not be a back and forth match. The Fiend could go over for 3 reasons. 1, because he needs to get the heat back. 2, because he needs to have a stage on the biggest stage of them all to really get the Fiend gimmick over. And 3, to make up for that WrestleMania loss that he had when he was Bray Wyatt taking on John Cena. I think it was at WrestleMania 30. Fiend has to go over. I don't see any other option. They're not going to make Cena go over twice on Bray Wyatt, especially considering Cena's a part-timer. So I'm picking The Fiend. Next up we have The Undertaker taking on AJ Styles in a boneyard match. Looks like they're morphing The Undertaker into a hybrid of The Undertaker and the American Badass. With that being said, the way they've been booking AJ Styles and the club, I don't see them going over. I'm picking The Undertaker to go over. I'm picking him to be more, maybe not a full-time, maybe not even a part-time. He may just only do Mania and Saudi Arabia shows, but when he does come back after Mania, it's going to be with the American Badass / Undertaker gimmick. So yeah, I'm going with The Undertaker on this one. Probably, well, not probably, they could give it to AJ Styles to help elevate him up even more, but they won't. They're going to give it to Taker. So that's my prediction. Next up, we have the WWE heavyweight title match between Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre. I'm going with Drew McIntyre, but I have just a bad feeling in my gut that Brock is going to go out there and destroy him. With that being said, I'm going to go with Drew for 2 reasons. 1, you can't build him up that much and not have him win the title. Look what they did to Strowman. More to come later with Strowman. And 2, Drew deserves it. He worked his butt off. He got into immaculate shape. He got his ring work down, his persona down. They let him have more leeway on the mic, and now his personality is showing. He's over with the fans. He can carry the title, and he can be the face of the promotion. Definitely, I think Drew McIntyre deserves it, but I think got that sinking feeling. But I'm going with Drew. I'm going to be optimistic. And finally, we have Bill Goldberg taking on, well, right now, Roman Reigns. But we all pretty much know that Roman Reigns is not going to be in the match. He already came out on his Instagram with a video saying, nope, I'm not going to be there for my health reasons. I'm pulling out. So with that being said, rumor and innuendo is that Braun Strowman will be stepping into that role of challenger. And I alluded to earlier, you can't build a character up and not have him win the big one. Braun has been built up time after time after time and has yet to win the world title. For God's sake, he won the tag team title with a kid a couple WrestleManias back. Let the guy have his moment. Goldberg is going to be a part-timer. He's going to be just like Taker. He'll come back for the money Saudi Arabia shows. He's not going to be there to put over young talent. He's there for the money. So let Braun win it. Put him in a program with somebody else and help keep the title. Allow it to, get stronger. Because that title, right now, it doesn't mean anything. Same thing with the WWE title. Both titles are being held by part-timers right now. And, you need to have it on the TV, I feel, full-time. So that would be my predictions. Tell me what you all think of your predictions in the comments below. I hope you all have a great time watching Mania on Saturday and Sunday. And as always, I appreciate your support. If you can like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you can see behind me, definitely right here is all the social media stuff. And of course, the official Talking Trash Radio website. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. And as always, peace.